You know, winning this award in the national tank truck industry, the North American Safety Contest, symbolizes the epitome of achievement. And it takes a lot of hard work by a lot of people. Certainly the drivers have to do their part to be safe, but it's a whole team effort.
You know, what it symbolizes ultimately a commitment to safety excellence, you know, the embodiment of taking every single individual variable that goes into safety, and not just on the driver's side, but every variable within a transportation organization.
Most companies will tell you, most people will tell you, there's nothing more important than safety. Nothing more important than getting our driver home, getting the general public home, and taking care of our business, and then getting home to your family. So it's the number one goal. It's the first thing we talk about in the morning, the first thing we think about, and it's the last thing we think about end of the day. So it's by far the most important thing we do every day.
My best move has to be that next mile, next hour, next decision, because everything boils down to that decision. So that's how we look at safety here.
This is a dangerous job, and lives can be lost at this at any point in time. Safety can never be taken for granted in any way. It is something that every single day, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, we have somebody on the road. This isn't just about showing up and doing a job. This is personal, and what you do every day affects other lives, whether it's yours or your family's or some other's families, or the family within our company.
Chemicals has an inherent, like I said, skull and crossbones connotation to it, but it's part of everyday life in the United States. And honestly, without it, a lot of things that we take for granted wouldn't be there. So we believe we're providing a very vital service as it relates to serving the public throughout the United States and North America as we do.
Competing for the Grand Champion Award, trophies, they mean everything to us. They show us all the hard work and dedication that we put into this are worthwhile, and to get rewarded is a huge, huge honor.
Everybody talks about it as it's the Super Bowl. I've heard it for years. Coming in as a driver in this company, we heard about it. We saw the trophies lined up on the wall, and it just gets you energized that this is something that we can achieve as a team. It creates a team spirit, team philosophy in the company that you're always pulling for each other. You're always trying to work for each other to make each other better. So it's just one of those highlights in your life and in your career that you can say that you were part of something great.
Well, this award is very important to our drivers, our management team, and Gemini as a whole. It's because it starts with them. It's part of the culture that we've had for many years. So it's a shout out and a thank you to them for what they do every day.
And this is just a cherry on top for us to be a champion. And so for us to win 3 of these awards already speaks to the volumes of what we've done as a company. But it doesn't stop just because you win awards. It keeps moving on. You know, the next day you worry about making sure that your employees are safe and the people that are working with are safe, and then the motoring public, anyone that we come in contact with are safe. And so, yeah, our employees really take pride in that.
The wonderful thing about receiving accolades in safety, and we know the prestige of this award, if all of the fleets considered for this award operate in a safe manner, then the industry is in great hands.
You can see the pride, burst out throughout the whole organization because they work very hard and tirelessly for that type of an outcome. Our drivers view it as a great badge of honor, and so having that validated by people that we respect in our industry every single year is a great accomplishment, and we're incredibly proud and humbled by that recognition.
This award definitely has helped us in our recruiting. Gemini has some of the lowest turnover and highest retention in the industry, but our drivers recruit other drivers, and something like this award goes a long way from that standpoint and from what drivers are looking for.
The ultimate goal is having a culture that year after year results in the success of a safety initiative, a commitment to safety excellence, and ultimately making sure all of your employees, the drivers, the supporting employees that go into offering the service we do within the niche industry that we serve, come home to their families every single night.
To all of the fleets being recognized, I would extend a hearty congratulations. Your fleets are safer, and they continue to get safer every single year. Everybody wins when safety is a priority, Congratulations.
Congratulations, great effort. It takes a lot of work, a lot of skill and investment in safety and setting that standard. So congratulations, you've earned the right to be proud of what you've done as a company. And thankfully, we're recognized as the safest sector in trucking, and I'm proud of that. But I would say enjoy it, certainly. Be proud of your effort, and then get back to work to try and win it again.